Chris Trott from Team TaylorMade here in Scotland, and I can't think of anywhere better to test these brand new clubs from TaylorMade, the Stealth UDI and the Stealth DHY. But which type of player goes for which type of club? Let's give you an overview before we get going. Looking side by side as you look at the soles of the golf club, the UDI is tour inspired with that thin sole. As you place it down, it really is going to look sleek behind the golf ball. Both of these clubs have speed pockets in there. They are filled with speed foam air that is 69% less dense than the previous model. So what's TaylorMade done there? They've moved weight around the head to give you, the golfer, the perfect ball flight for each golf club. So you're going to have a decision to make. Are you going to go UDI or are you going to go DHY? And looking at that sole, it's a little bit wider. We're going to test the first shots here off the tee peg. That's not going to impact it. But as you get some lies, when it becomes a bit scraggy down the fairway, that's going to help you, the golfer. The CG locations are also slightly different in both. The UDI is going to give you the lower launch with a bit more spin, and the DHY, vice versa, will come out a bit higher. You have 4140 forged faces on there, so the feel is going to be premium. So let's get into testing the first shots on them off the tee peg with the UDI. As I stand here, it's a shot that you get a lot of in Scotland. You're going to hit this golf ball out there against the horizon, hit a nice low flighted club. This one just invites you to do that. Get that runner down the fairway. Perfect position, it's going to be in play. Teed it up, it's going to come out a little bit higher than what I wanted, but it's good. It's a forgiving golf club. It gives you the ball flight you need. Now the DHY, this one's going to look easier to hit on the eye. Let's put one out there and compare them side by side. The feel straight away in that 4140, the forged face, that's what you're getting back as a player. You're getting the feedback straight away of the feel, and you're getting that iron-like flight that you want to see from this position. Tee shots have come down to this point. This is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to these holes and these clubs. You've got fairway, then pretty much first cut before you get into the deep stuff. And you can catch a lie in the first cut that it might just go into a little bit of a hollow like that. So it's sat down a bit, it happens. That is where you want to favor the DHY, because that's going to go through that easier. But anywhere where a golf ball rolls in and is sitting up in the semi, this is going to be fine to get either option out of this. But this is where the DHY truly comes into its own. Again, you can feel the wind coming off the right. You've got a long way left on this golf hole. You really want to try and just get one where you trap it out. Again, behind the golf ball, it looks pleasing and there's not much loft on there, but you still feel like you have an iron. You still feel like you've got that iron-like look. And it goes. You can feel the power off the face there, and it goes. Now that wasn't an amazing strike, it was a little toey, but it still gave me the performance that I need here on a day like today to keep the ball under control. And that's a big one, and it's based about CG location helping me out. So let's have another look as I get the UDI in. Now the player that this is aimed at, and I've put the lie not so great again there, they might want to drive this out a little bit more, hit the lower golf shot. You could see there the ball flight was still a little bit above that gorse bush up there. But if I'm here and I just want to put the ball in a not great lie and really try and just drive it forward and low, this is where this club is going to be a winner for you. And you can see that ball flight stayed down. It didn't want to turn as much. It was a little cutty into the air, but it went through the turf. It went through the rough very easily. The sole interaction was great, and the feel off the face is as if it had power coming through. Good options, and this really is where they win out. A good tee shot, we've still traveled up here sort of 230 into the breeze, that's acceptable, but here is where you really get good options for the golf shot, and it wins out over something else you'd use, and you can still get the penetrating iron ball flight that we all love. Especially here in Scotland, you get these really firm aprons run into the green. But also, I know what it's like in the States, you can have a tricky shot that's up against the collar. This is a good one where you take the DHY or the UDI, both work here, and you effectively play it like a putt. But remember, you've still got that speed foam air in there, so it's going to come out quick. You've still got the speed pocket. You've got to be aware of that when you take it. So it doesn't need much. Read it like a putt. Get the toe of the club a little bit up. Don't get the ball too far back, dependent on the lie back in the stance I'm talking about. You don't want to be jabbing that thing out. But by going here, you can literally just look at it and rock like a putt and roll it down there. And providing you read it well, it's not a bad result, that, is it? I mean, it's like 3-4 foot past, not a bad result. Same deal comes with the other one as you go for the UDI. They're both going to perform pretty similar, and get it against that collar, like I say. A little bit more up, see if we can do a slightly better job. Put it on down there, and you're very happy with those results. I mean, they've had a chance of going in. Useful tool somewhere like this that you might not think about, but if you're a bit sketchy on the chipping and you don't fancy it, good option. So the best part about seeing new golf clubs is you get to test them out in different spots, and then you've got to get creative. You've got to get in places where you might not ever imagine using them. That's all part of the fun of testing brand new golf clubs. Plus, it's member guest season, and for sure, my partner might hit me somewhere like this. So you've got a shot. There's a lot of rough going on, but I feel like I can get it through. But how bad's this lie? I mean, it's that bare, dead pan. You're not loving life if you're in this position. But you can take out one of these. All of a sudden go for that putting motion. I've gone for the DHY here first. Couple of practice looks. Yeah, I've got to give it a bit of extra juice over this rough. Move the ball back a little bit. And just pop it on through. I mean, how easy is that? Now, they say never do a trick twice, but we're testing golf clubs, so let's look at the two of them together. By the way, the sole on that was absolute money. I caught it perfectly. Now in with the UDI, just to check we've got both. Why wouldn't you? Same action. Take a little putting stroke. Roll it on through, bounce on up. Little shy, but you know what? My partner's got to hold it from 7-8 feet. He's not too gutted. So that's the process. Check them out, go through, hit different shots, have fun with it. Both of these clubs are designed to give you options of the golfer and make the game that little bit easier for you and put you in spots and help you get out of them. That's why you need them. If you're interested, be sure to check them out, get a fitting, go to TaylorMadeGolf.com. All the information is in there.